All right, everybody, happy new year. So I thought I'd make a little quick video. Well, hopefully this will be a quick video on all the paintings I did in 2023. Today is New Year's Eve, so I thought I'd just make a video on my production for this year. Not as productive as I wanted to be, but I got some good paintings off this year, so I just want to make a video and show you the paintings. Well, most of the paintings. Some of those paintings I don't have because I've sold or give away, but most of them are going to be here. So with that, let's get started. We might as well start with this one first. So this one is one I just did yesterday, and I actually made a little video that I'm going to upload to YouTube later, maybe tomorrow or sometime this week, but I thought we'd just start with the newest one right there. Nice snowy road scene. Okay, and that's on that's art spectrum paper 9x12. All right, let's go to the next one here, and these aren't just random order. All right, next one here is Commonwealth Lake Park here in Beaverton, Oregon. That's on Bristol smooth paper. All right, and it's framed, and it is behind glass. I like to put my stuff behind glass sometimes, as I think framing behind glass is the most protective method for oil pastel artwork. All right, so there's that one. Really love this one a lot, actually. Okay, so let's keep going, and I'll just kind of file through these ones here. All right, so here's this one here. That's on pastel matte, 12x16 roughly. All right, got that one somewhere in Oregon. Here is this one here. This is that is the Rose Garden in Portland, Oregon. Again, that's on pastel matte. And all these are finished with oil pastel. Most of these are 100% oil pastel. Some of them have a new pastel underpainting with oil pastel on the top. Right, so that's pastel matte 12x16. Still my favorite paper of all time is pastel matte. All right, let's go to this one here. All right, I did a tutorial on this one on how to do underwater stuff. Right, rocks underwater, good shadow, good light. 12x16 pastel matte on that one. Here's another one you might be familiar with. All right, just a muddy road. Puddles, reflections, texture, 12x16 on pastel matte. All right, here we go again with this one. This is St. John's Bridge in Portland, Oregon. That's on Bristol smooth paper, 100% oil pastel on that, and it does have a varnish on it. Sometimes I'll use a varnish. I like varnishes more than final fixatives, I think, for oil pastel, but yeah, look at the color, texture, and that's really, really good. And of course, I freehanded that St. John's Bridge with oil pastel, so it worked out well. Really like how that turned out. All right, so there's that. And here we go. This is Newport, Oregon. I think it's Yaquina Bay Bridge. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, this also has a gloss varnish on it. So it's finished. One thing, and it's on Bristol Smooth. One thing that I forgot to do is I forgot to put the numbers and lettering on the sides of the boats here. And I didn't realize that till later. I was like, oops. But doesn't really matter. It all works out. Reflections in the water I like most on this. And of course, getting in that big bridge that I've driven over so many times. Okay, next one's a big shocker for you guys. So you might want to cover your eyes. This is a little, I would say, X-rated or close to that. Yes. The Oma, that's on pastel matte. Okay, so I painted this in earlier, I think around April, when I found out I had a tumor. And at the time I found out, I didn't know if it was malignant or if it was benign. They just told me it was a stage 3, and I had to go through a bunch of tests, and I had to get a couple CT scans and ultrasound and blood work done. And so when I found out it was stage 3, I went right upstairs after crying my head off and shaved my beard off, which I haven't done in 30 years. So seeing my face, my bare face in 30 years was a big shocker to me. So there's a lot of symbolism in here. I didn't know if I wanted to show this one, but hey, why not, right? It's one of the most significant paintings I've ever done, and one of the most significant moments in my life where you don't really know what's going to happen. So there's a lot of symbolism into the way that I signed it. The fact that it's missing the razor and the hands, different in the reflection of the mirror, of course, the face and all the things that are here. The fact that I'm naked and vulnerable, right? I just shaved it off, and I felt like, where'd my face go? So there we go. It's 12x16 pastel matte. I call it the Oma. Changed my life, and really this year, actually, big one. All right, here's one. I don't know if you're familiar with Steve Perry from Journey. He's one of my favorite male vocalists, and that's on Bristol Smooth paper, 100% oil pastel there. And the hardest part were the hands for me, but I think it turned out pretty well. I really like it. So there's that one. And then we have here this one. Okay, so I call it Emerald Paradise, and yeah, really like the colors in here. Kind of peaceful scene with a distant waterfall. That's on Pastel Matte 12 by 16. Here we go with the Snow Leopard. All right, Snow Leopard's on Arches cold press oil paper. It's a little bit bigger than 12 by 16. That's I think there's a new pastel underlay painting on this one with oil pastel on top. It's not fixed, but it's pretty set up pretty well. That's a Snow Leopard. Really like the Snow Leopard look. All right, this one is on Arches cold press oil paper. Somewhere in Monterey, California, I think, or somewhere in that part of California. Anyway, I just kind of like the light on this, and the way it's shining on the big cliffy rocks there, and the way it's kind of crashing up against there like that. Okay, this was also on Arches cold press oil paper. Another great paper I like. Yeah, somewhere in the mountains. I'm not really sure. Definitely west side of the United States, but that is I just like all the roots and the shadows here, and then the distant mountains on that one. All right, so there's that one. Okay, here's this one here. I call it the garden, secret garden. Anyway, I like the light and the way the trees are here, and that is on Pastel Matte 12 by 16. Here, and how this kind of tree pops forward. I thought that was well done on that one. All right, here's one I did for my wife. She said she wanted some flowers, so I painted her some flowers. Kind of more of an impressionistic style. This is again on Pastel Matte, and I got some really thick texture here in these flowers here in the front there, and it kind of eased up in the back there. All right, so here's one. This is new pastel on Pastel Matte. Just new pastel, so it's not oil pastel. This is new pastel, hard pastel. Really like new pastel a lot. It's fun to play with. This is somewhere on the Oregon coast, right? Obviously at sunset, but the colors and the texture on that one turned out really good. Okay, and here's another one on Pastel Matte. All right, nice autumn painting there in the road. I like roads and shadows and light. I actually did a bigger painting of this one, a big one, but and I used this as a reference for it. That's on Pastel Matte. Okay, and here's another one here. This one was my first one I did of 2023, and it's of it's a beach in Southern California. I forgot the name of it, but it's near Ventura. Yeah, so I was actually on location here. I took a bunch of pictures, and then I came home. I painted several of them. So there's that one. Really like the underwater rocks and the shallow shore breaks and this little lighthouse garden, whatever, guardhouse up here. Okay, now we're almost done here. This is one that I just made a video on, and this is kind of there we go, kind of make some room there. Right, now this is on that 12 by 9 art spectrum. It's got this bigger white border going around. That's 100% Sennelier on art spectrum 9 by 12 paper. Okay, here we go with another one. All right, art spectrum paper 9 by 12. This is Salmon River, kind of near the Mount Hood area. Did a hike there a couple years back, took a bunch of pictures, and that's 100% Paul Rubens on the art spectrum paper. All right, let's keep it rocking. Here we have that black paper. I just uploaded a video on the black. Okay, and it's 9 by 12, 100% oil pastel there. And lastly, this one here. Okay, I just hope the whole thing doesn't fall forward. Okay, yeah, so this is, again, that art spectrum paper, 100% Sennelier on that one. And really like the shadows and lights, and that's me and my dog right there. Well, supposed to be. All right, so there you have it, everybody. That was what I did in 2023. There are some missing ones here, but that's most of the work. And I just want to make a quick recap of 2023 and show you what I did this year. And next year, I have a New Year's resolution, and I'll go ahead and tell you what that is. So my word for 2024 is going to be soar, as in SOAR, soar, where I'm going to soar physically and mentally and spiritually and productively with my artwork and my YouTube channel. So I put a goal to do 100 paintings in 2024, and if I average at about 2 a week, if I do two paintings a week average, I should get to that 100 no problem. And then I'm going to make a lot more consistent and different kinds of YouTube videos. Some will be long, some will be short. But I really want to grow my YouTube channel, as it's picking up a lot of pace, way more than my Instagram. Instagram's kind of died, but YouTube is where it's at. I get way more traction there, way more interest on that. So my word is soar, SOAR, and just going to continue with my health and my physical, my mental health, my spiritual health, and of course, productivity wise, I want to do 100 paintings in 2024, and I've done that many times, so that shouldn't be a problem. But 2023 was kind of a down year because of all the problems I was going through, and not only just physically, but mentally and spiritually. So okay, all right, guys, thanks. Happy New Year, everybody. And I'm going to be uploading a video about that snow painting pretty soon here, and that'll come out sometime this week or maybe tomorrow. So all right, Happy New Year, and God bless.